Namaskar and welcome to Vishwashanti Darshan. It's a pleasure to have with us Dr. Iryna Sekret, the Board Chair, Education Studies, Psychology and Language Teachings at the Startinforum Limited, which is an international consulting company. She was here to address our students and very specially to take a look at the World Peace Dome in the MIT Loney premises. So we had a chance to talk to her about this dome and of course, world peace. So let's have a glimpse of what we talked to her. Good morning and welcome to Vishwashanti Darshan.
Good morning, thank you.
You've seen the World Peace Dome here in Loney. What's your first impression?
I was speechless, really speechless. It is a real temple of knowledge of spirit. When I came inside, I got such a huge inspiration that I really felt somewhere in the middle, in the very center of knowledge, of spirit, of the mind development. It is so precious that everything so much in holistic approach, all religions, all sciences, and perhaps it is the best way to consider knowledge and all world as a unity.
You must have gone places so far. So have you seen something similar anywhere else?
No. For sure, no. Yeah, I visited very many countries in Europe. I visited, I'm staying in Turkey, and I visited some countries in Middle East. But this is my very first experience in India, and it is really uncomparable with anything.
Presently, everybody is talking about peace, 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 and everybody is talking about promoting peace. But very few people are doing something for world peace. So how would you react to what our founder, Dr. Vishwanath is doing for world peace?
That is really very valuable contribution because yes, we are living in 21st century, but if we just look out of our windows, if we will just look out of our rooms and houses, we will see that war, unfortunately, everywhere. And we may not know all the things which are going on, but unfortunately very many areas of the world are under the war actions. And people had to be replaced just to save their lives and to leave their homes, to leave their settled places. And of course we mustn't close eyes on what is going on, because if we are in safe now, it doesn't mean that we are going to be safe tomorrow. And these war actions may knock on your door every minute. Again, speaking about Ukraine, we never believed that any war is going to happen. We trusted and believed in goodwill and in good relations. But one day it happened that this war knocked on our doors and our windows, and our nation had to stand up to protect their homes and to protect their land. And we all live with hope that we will be able to regain our peace, we will be able to regain our values and our land, because this is the land of our fathers, of our ancestors, and really, especially now, people of Ukraine feel very much patriotic for their land, for their values, for their freedom. And they want just to protect their homes and to be peaceful, to live peacefully. So that's why really when the war started, people of Ukraine pleaded for help a lot. They pleaded for understanding, that they pleaded to share the truth about the events which are going on in the country. And all these sufferings which our children, our kids are in, they cannot be properly educated. They go to class and then by sirens of alarm they go in the underground and go on lessons over there. So that is the reality of today. And if we are speaking about peace, during these years we saw that it is very much fragile. And again, if you are in good position now, it doesn't mean that it will last long. So on the one hand, we have to be thankful for what we are having now. We have to value what we are having in hands. And on the other hand, we have to be ready for whatever and try to protect what we are having. At the same time, we have to understand that we are all human beings, regardless of our religions, regardless of our races, regardless of our education backgrounds, because the need for life, and our right for life is equal for everybody. And so we have to stand up and support each other for all of these human values.
As you said, war is not the answer. So,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Moreover, today, in 21st century, with the level of development of technology, with the level of development of science, to start war, it's like really to go back to prehistorical times when there was no language, there was no means of communication, there was nothing to come to some medium point. So that's why really we should talk, we should communicate, we should be able to convey our ideas, to convey our understandings, and again to understand that on the opposite side there is the same human being with the same values, with the same life period on this earth, and it is not endless. So that's why we have to give the value to each life and to understand the person which we are talking with.
So, talking about passing on the values to each life, how is the younger generation in Ukraine taking this?
As I told you, already mentioned that nowadays people of Ukraine, young people of Ukraine, feeling themselves very much patriotic. They don't want to leave their country, they don't want to leave their homes. And they believe in Ukraine, they believe in its future, they believe that they can do something for this country and for its development. In fact, for the vision of life, for the vision of the world, Ukrainian people are for European values to develop and to also install in Ukrainian society and to promote further. And so they are working to get education. They are working to develop their careers in the direction of such values.
But you said you're operating from Istanbul. What exactly is happening from there?
Well, I've been living in Turkey for several years already, and I'm working as an educator and also at the same time in charge of international relations company. We are working in the area of international education, international business and consultancy, and we are collaborating with very many countries in the world, and we are providing support to academicians and for young people in their careers and in their education. At the same time, we are developing projects for enhancing the quality of life and for supporting the communities at different stages of their development. So we worked to solve the problems or to deal with the problems of refugees concerning education and also their settlement, and together with that to develop the economical and entrepreneurship mind about people who are feeling or kind of limited in their resources, so to develop other skills for them to be adaptable for life and to cope with the economical struggles. And when I came here in India, I saw that we may have very many plans together, we may have very many projects which would be beneficial for the local community of India and for Turkey as well, and maybe to bridge more these countries, because there are very many common things in cultural background, and at the same time nowadays the international relations between these countries are on the development. So I hope that this visit will be also a contribution to enhancing the ties between these two countries.
Very much, we hope so. Our founder director Dr. Vishwanath Karad, he always believes that instead of being a receiver, India can be a giver. Talking about joining hands between your country and India, how about shaking hands with MIT? What can happen?
Actually, we have been collaborating for 1 year already. But when preparing for this visit, I was thinking, like, when did we start? I felt like we started 3 years ago. Because we have already done so many things. We organized 2 conferences, we published papers, we are working on their book, and and I was giving trainings also online and offline. So it felt for me as if we've been collaborating for 3 years, not only 1.
Right.
And now we are also having very many projects and ideas for ahead. So first of all, of course, to continue giving education and training programs for students. At the same time, we see very many perspectives for internship for students from the university. They may come to Turkey, to any place of Turkey, and there we can organize different kinds of internship training programs for and also visiting factories, visiting
Correct.
different main centers for developing different kinds of skills and competences. Together with that, I was thinking that it would be also a good experience exchange for city administration, for city policies, because India is a very populated country and Turkey also has very high population.
Certainly.
And so here we may think about the experience exchange, how to administrate the city, how to develop the road infrastructure, how to develop the traffic infrastructure, and to see how these problems have been solved or are dealt with in Turkey.
Okay.
At the same time, of course, the Turkish industry and Indian industry have very many different spheres where we can find mutual points for trade, for import, for export, to add to the economical value of the countries. Together with that, maybe to add to the very important, crucial point of today, that is environmental problems.
Right.
And nowadays, also Turkey works a lot to clean the environment, to care about the environment, to give the value to natural resources, and to enhance the understanding of and awareness of people about the value of natural resources.
Yes.
So in this area, I think we can also work together and develop projects and ideas for cleaning the environment, for enhancing the awareness of people about the value of natural resources, because it is the future of our future generations. And so we have to be mindful what kind of planet we are going to leave them. Together with that, we are thinking about cultural projects, about those to show the culture of Turkey and to show the culture of India to not only to Turkey, to all the world, because really people very much interested to know more about India, about its culture, about everything what is going on here in this side of the world.
So I hope this shake hand would go a long way in ensuring a brighter future for the generations coming. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.